Well, let's put it this way. The government of the Gambia, or the Barrow government, is aware of the video making the rounds across social media platforms by the Senegalese journalist Pape Sane. And the government, for the time being, wants to make clarifications about key issues raised by the journalists, and would also wait for the actual publication of the magazine by the 5th or 6th of July as promised. Number one, President Adama Barrow has never, ever spoken to former President Jammeh directly, indirectly, or through an interlocutor, emissary or emissaries, or agents, ever since he left this country. Ever since Yahya Jammeh left Gambia, Adama Barrow, President Barrow, has never spoken to him, either as president-elect or subsequently as sworn-in president. Has never, ever spoken to him, has never sent anybody to him, never written him an email or a letter, anything for that matter. So the allegation that President Barrow may have sent somebody to the former president is erroneous. There is not a scintilla or stretch of evidence or shred of evidence to corroborate that allegation. Number two, the Gambia government wants to be unequivocally heard that all economic funding negotiations were entirely led by President Barrow through the European Union, EU. Neither Senegal nor President Sall participated in those funding negotiations. So in other words, as a president-elect, soon after he was sworn in, the European trip that they had was where President Barrow actually led this funding negotiation. In fact, number three, at the time of the EU funding negotiations, the European Union made it categorically clear that it had never funded such a program for ECOWAS. But after 22 years of despotic rule, they were convinced that Mr. Barrow presented compelling argument that the newly born democracy needed to be protected. And the European Union bought President Barrow's idea of actually supporting this program. That is what led to the birth of ECOMIC, which is the ECOWAS military mission in the Gambia. ECOMIC, most people would see it as a Senegalese program, but it is entirely an ECOWAS program. In fact, President Barrow, when he left the Gambia on the 12th of February, he was given choices of 3 countries where he would stay: Liberia, Nigeria, and Senegal. And when he was asked this question, where he would want to stay, he suggested Senegal, profoundly because of our proximity, geographical proximity, and also profoundly because of our cultural similarities. We identify with Senegal than most countries in our sub-region. And that was why he eventually had to stay in Senegal and was first sworn in on Senegalese territory. Number 4, the nomination and subsequent appointment of Honorable Fabakary Tombong Jatta as Assembly Speaker was based exclusively on powers vested in President Barrow by the 1997 Constitution. The allegation, therefore, or innuendo and or insinuation that exiled President Jammeh may have negotiated this appointment is meritless, as there is not an iota of truth to back this allegation equally. So in other words, Yahya Jammeh or former President Jammeh had no influence whatsoever in Fabakary Tombong Jatta's nomination as a candidate for the parliament or his subsequent election there as Speaker. Zero, none. Jammeh himself denounced Jatta and made videos everywhere. And it led to the splinter of the group, the APRC, to another splinter group. Number 5, NPP was not the only party that engaged Fabakary Tombong Jatta and the APRC in the prelude to the 2021 presidential election. President Barrow, number 6, about the military. because Sane also made some innuendo allegations or insinuations that absent Senegalese, in our country, there is a potential recipe for a coup d'etat, which I thought was malicious and out of context, and I think he needs to apologize for that. It shows his lack of understanding of our country. And it also is an insult, actually, to the psyche of not only the military in the Gambia, but to the Gambian people. It suggests that we are coup d'etat prone country, that we have a propensity for coup d'etat, which is actually a lie, Peter. I don't want to use the word, but it's not right. So President Barrow has the highest respect and has the highest confidence in the men and women of our armed and security forces. He is so much proud of them, especially for their demonstrated patriotism during the impasse in 2016-17. If they were bad soldiers, as Sane wants us to believe, people who are always yearning for coup d'etat, there was an opportunity during the impasse for them to dislodge the President-elect Barrow. They didn't do that. They demonstrated their love and respect for the country and their love and respect for the Constitution of the Republic of the Gambia. And this is why Barrow was here with Jammeh, who was the incumbent. He was here with him from the 1st of January, the night he won the elections, to the 12th, from the 1st of December to the 12th of January, when he actually left and went to Senegal. So the allegations I outline here are preposterous.